Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to Intuitive Flow with Mikaela Wallet. In today's episode, we are going to get into some things that I would do if I was reprogramming my mind to attract more money, aka things that I have already done in my life to attract more money that have helped me create more financial freedom in my life. Welcome to Intuitive Flow, hosted by me, Mikaela Wallet, an intuitive who uses neuroscience to reprogram your subconscious and trained intuition to get to the root cause of your problems to help you create a life that you don't need a vacation from. You've landed in the place you need to be to hear the no bullshit truth about why you keep repeating the same love and money patterns and how to finally break them. This podcast is here to wake you up. It's time to stop living as the watered down version of yourself and step unapologetically into the woman you came here to be. The woman who trusts herself deeply, holds powerful standards, and naturally attracts the love, money, and life she desires. Let's flow. So number one, we've got, I would train my intuition so well because your intuition has the ability to be the multi-million-dollar tool. Here's why. First of all, your intuition is able to identify exactly what's in your current energy field that is in the way or that is an obstacle between where you are right now and where you desire to be. You are able to pinpoint the exact emotional imbalance that's in your creator field that is causing you to experience a financial reality that maybe you don't want, or that isn't the vibe, or that isn't where you want it to be right now. And that is something that not a lot of people are doing in this world, but it's something that you can totally use your intuition for. So 10 out of 10 recommend. I also use my intuition obviously for like business ideas. Like if you own a business and you are not emotionally connected to your intuition, or not emotionally connected to your intuition, lol. If you are not connected to your intuition, not only are you just missing out on incredible business ideas, like if you don't trust your intuition, like that's a whole part of this first one too. Like obviously you have to trust your intuition enough to act on what it's telling you to do. So anything that your higher self is telling you to do in those intuitive downloads that you get, you have to be able to trust it. If you don't trust yourself, you're not going to make the amount of money that you would if you did trust yourself. And if you did trust your intuition, which your intuition is just an extension of yourself. So being able to have trained into it, like training your intuition so well to be able to tap into exactly what's going on in your energetic field that's causing you to create the situation that you're finding yourself in that maybe isn't the vibe, priceless. Being able to trust yourself and your intuitive downloads and like the ideas that you get or the moves that you're going to make, fucking priceless. Like that's going to make you more money. There's so many other reasons. I can go down a whole rabbit hole, but we're going to keep it short and sweet today. All right. Number two, I would program my creator field. We all know here that your creator field is the script it's your energy, and it's the script made up of your actions. It's made up of your thoughts and your beliefs. Okay. So it's your identity, and it's what's creating the reality that you're currently living. It's an energetic field that hands out a script to people on how to treat you, the experiences that you experience, and the situations that you find yourself in. And you have complete control over it. Great news. So anything that you are creating or you have created in your life that maybe you simply don't like, you have the ability to change it. It's just, are you going to believe that, or are you going to stay a victim of your circumstances and stay quote unquote stuck? You're not actually stuck. You're just saying you're stuck because you're not actually making the moves that you need to make because you probably don't trust your intuition. So I would program my creator field. So we know that we are in charge of our own reality, and how that is by our creator field. And God, source, universe created the universal law of free will. So you cannot tell me that it is not in your hands. It is quite literally in your hands. God, source, universe, they just amplify what you've already got going on in your own energy. So it would be in your best interest to learn how to program your creator field, because then you can program. How we program it is programming your energy. or your, programming your creator field is healing the limiting beliefs, is taking the aligned action steps, is prioritizing yourself and putting yourself first, is having a high sense of self-image. It is truly all all of that mixed together creates the perfect scenario if you are in alignment, if you are taking the aligned actions necessary, if you are debunking the limiting beliefs that are keeping you from taking action or making you feel small or making you feel like you're not enough. You have complete control over your reality, and the only reason or the only way that you can fully embody that knowing is if you know how to plug your creator field in with the right ingredients to create the right thing. And how we program our creator field is with the correct emotional ingredients. Okay, so our creator field, like I said, is, yes, made up of your thoughts, your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, your beliefs. That's what's creating your reality. But in order to really get the subconscious mind and the conscious mind speaking the same language, we have to connect emotionally with our quote unquote affirmations, but we call these emotional ingredients. Okay, we don't call them affirmations. They're not the same. They're emotional ingredients that you're connecting and proving to be true to your subconscious so that you can actually start to rewire the neural pathways in your mind to think and be different, to just become non-declarative, till it's just like, meaning that's just how you are, it's how you be, and it's how you create differently for yourself. So if everything starts off as a thought, right? So if you're fixing the thoughts that are not serving you by plugging in the ingredients that you need specifically to create whatever it is that you're desiring to create for yourself, that's what's going to change things. That's what's going to start to create the momentum, to start to create the change that you wish to see in your life. But you have to start, you have to start with your thoughts, which is why we implement the emotional ingredients. So whatever it is that you want to create for yourself, whether that's more money, whether that's a better job, whether that's a certain amount of money in every month, whether that's the perfect relationship, you can literally create anything that you want using emotional ingredients. You just have to have the correct set that is specific and perfect to you. And that's exactly what we do inside of a one-on-one session, is I give you the exact ingredients that you need to create the thing that you are wanting to create, along with give you the obstacles that are in the way of getting you where you are now and between where you are now and where you want to be. But anyways, I digress. You have to have that correct set of ingredients. And once you have the perfect set of ingredients to create the perfect thing that you're wanting to create for yourself, and you emotionally connect and you're healing the parts of you that don't believe that it's possible, then you're eventually, your physical reality has no choice but to keep up, but to eventually manifest into the physical. You just have to be willing to continuously put in the work, continuously get connected to the emotional ingredient in order for you to actually create change in your life. Okay? But are you going to be willing to do that even when it feels like nothing is working? I don't know. That's up to you. I hope it is. I hope that it is you. I hope that you're connecting your ingredients no matter fucking what. I know sometimes our ego gets in the way, or we quote unquote don't feel like doing it, or quote unquote don't have time. But those are all just limiting beliefs. That's not the ultimate truth. You make time for what you prioritize and what is special to you, what means the most to you. And for me, I know that it all starts off with these emotional ingredients, which is why that is one of the first things that I do when I wake up. Visualize and emotional ingredients, which visualization is great, but it's only 17% of manifestation process. So we want to also be doing our ingredients. Okay? All right. Moving forward. Number 3, I would stop making excuses and do the things I know I need to do to get done to get to where I want. It's pretty self-explanatory. I feel like I've given so many pep talks lately about just doing what you fucking say that you're going to be doing. Stand on business, do what you say you're going to do, be the woman who does what she says she's going to do. Hold yourself to that standard. You say you're going to wake up and go to a workout class, wake up and go to that workout class. You say you're going to get in 10K steps, get in 10K steps. You say you're going to eat clean, eat clean. You say you're going to do your emotional ingredients, do the emotional ingredients. You say you're going to start the business, start the fucking business. You say you're going to post on social media consistently, post on social media consistently. Like, become her, become the version of you that you know you need to become to get to where you want to be. And that's in your fucking daily actions. That's in your micro habits. That's in the boring, mundane shit that you don't want to do over and over and over again. That's going to get you where you want to go. Okay, moving forward. If you've ever thought, why do I make money but it never stays? Or why does it feel like I'm doing everything right but my income just doesn't grow? This is for you, because the truth is it's not your strategy, it's your identity. Money doesn't respond to how hard you work. It responds to who you believe you are and how safe your body feels holding it. And most women, they're trying to build wealth on a foundation that literally cannot hold it. That's why you have good months followed by pullbacks, income ceilings you can't break, or money that comes in and disappears just as fast. Inside Mrs. Wallet's money method, we fix that. This is an 8-week identity and energetic recalibration where you learn how to rebuild your money identity and regulate your nervous system around receiving more and actually become the version of you who holds more money consistently. By week 3, the women inside are already seeing shifts. One of my students manifested a raise. Another had a random $6,000 deposited into her account. Not because they worked harder, not because they hustled more, but because they shifted the identity their money was responding to. This is what happens when you stop chasing money and start becoming the woman it stays with. So if you're done guessing and done repeating the same patterns and you're ready to actually understand what your money is trying to show you, Mrs. Wallet's money method is for you. Check out the show notes below and start binging today. The next one. I would learn how to calm my central nervous system when it comes to making money. This is what we are learning inside of Mrs. Wallet's money method, how to calm your fucking central nervous system when it comes to money, how to heal the limiting beliefs that are keeping you between the money that you are, money that you're making right now and the money that you want to make for yourself probably right now too. Keeping it short and sweet. The next one. I would surround myself with like-minded people who are wanting to go places. The saying, who you spend your time with, is very important. I don't know what the saying is, but you know what the saying is. You know what I'm trying to say. My brain, you guys, just hasn't been working. All I can think about is wedding things. So you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. But moving forward, who you surround yourself is so huge. Like, even if your friends don't believe in the same things that you believe in or understand what you're doing or are entrepreneurs, like I would like none, I don't, the only entrepreneurial friends that I have all came from online. They all came from courses and master classes and masterminds and retreats and yeah, like that kind of world. Like it all came from those spaces. I put myself in the fucking room. I put myself in the room with other like-minded people because I didn't feel like I had enough of them around me. I think differently than the majority of my peers, friends, not peers, but friends, family, right? We're breaking generational shit over here on this side of Mikaela land. And you've got to create a community of people who just fucking get it. And if you don't have the ability if you don't have that around you physically, you've got to put yourself in rooms physically and virtually that create that for you, because that's what's going to create a lot of change and a lot of momentum in your life. I wouldn't be where I am now if I didn't invest in rooms that expanded me, right? And honestly, I don't know anybody who is successful in the industry or in whatever industry that hasn't invested in themselves and put themselves in rooms that expanded them and made them feel like the small fish. Like, yeah. Okay, we're going to leave it there. Moving forward. I would take radical responsibility for the life I've created so far, because you can change it and to make it look how you want it to look. I mean, I kind of already touched on this, but like taking radical responsibility is a huge part of being able to create what you want to create in life. And if you're not willing to take radical responsibility and you're so busy blaming everything and everyone else for your current circumstances, you're not going to change, because you're just stuck in this energy of like, woe is me, and I can't do anything to create what I want, and this is just how life is, and what can I do about it? Oh, nothing. And instead of like, maybe just taking a little bit of responsibility, like maybe just being like, I could have done this differently, or I could have done this better, or I should have reacted in this way instead of that way. Like, like just take a little responsibility for where you're at right now, because the bottom line is you're the common denominator. And I know this is a hard pill to swallow. Like, I used to think that I just had a bad picker, and that I just, dating for me was just like not an easy thing. And, all men are trash and blah, blah, blah. Limiting belief, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. And the reality of the situation is that I was the fucking common denominator. Like, I was the problem. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. And the minute that I actually took radical responsibility and started to shift my own shit, I started to heal my own shit, is the minute that my life began to improve. The minute that I started dating after healing my self-image, after putting myself first, after doing all the things that I said that I would do for fucking years, right? For years. The minute that I started opening myself up after that is the minute that I found Bryson, right? The minute that I actually found my divine connection. I'm so excited to marry this man. I'm so grateful. And none of that would have happened if it weren't for me taking radical responsibility and being like, you know what? No, it is I am the common denominator. Like, it is me. It is my energy. And I'm in charge of my energy. I'm in charge of myself. I'm in charge of my reality. I'm taking radical responsibility for the types of people that I've attracted in my past, for the things that I've been through. I'm going to choose to see the good in them instead of blame everything and everyone else and just be stuck in woe is me. Like, no, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done being the victim. I'm ready to take my power back. And that's strength, right? That's what's going to create change. Not being stuck in a victim mentality, not being stuck in woe is me and why is this happening to me and blah, 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 blah. Right? So the last one I've got for you is I would raise my fucking standards. I would raise my motherfucking standards. And what do I mean, in life, stop apologizing for everything that you do. Set some fucking boundaries and stand 10 toes down on business. I would raise my standards. I would say, you know what? I'm not available. I unsubscribe to X, Y, and Z. What is yours and what isn't yours? Group mind virus has a lot of you guys tripping right now. And if you don't know what that means, it basically means that society's pressures and beliefs have gotten into your head, and now you think this way, but those thoughts were never even your own to begin with. They're not even yours. Those beliefs aren't even yours. Start to ask yourself, what do I believe? What do I want? What do I think? How do I feel? And then stand on like that. Don't give in to what everyone else is saying and what everyone else is thinking and what everyone else is doing. Like, think about what you want. A lot of people don't even know who they are because they're not willing to decondition themselves of all of the shit that was conditioned from childhood. And so then they have this identity crisis because they don't even know who they are without all of these beliefs and systems and standards that like other people have set for them. They've never even set their own boundaries. They've never even set their own beliefs. They've never even thought for themselves. Don't let that be you. Start to ask yourself, like, what success, for instance. What does success mean for me? What does it mean for me? Not what it means to society, because society wants you to believe that it means the amount of money in your bank account, the car you drive, the family you have, maybe even not that. I don't know. The clothes that you wear, it's very materialistic, right? The diploma you have. But what does success mean to you? What are you choosing to unsubscribe from? I'm choosing to unsubscribe from all of that. Success to me means peace and happiness and freedom. That's what that means. If I have all three of those, life is good. Nothing to worry about here, right? So I want you to ask yourself, what are the standards that you can begin holding yourself to that maybe you've been slipping on? Maybe you've told yourself that you were going to hold yourself to these standards. Maybe it's that you aren't going to drink as much. Maybe it's that you are going to exercise more and take care of your body. Maybe it's that you are going to walk 10K steps a day. I don't know. All of these things are high standards in like health and fitness, right? Maybe it's that you're not going to tolerate 10 p.m. at night booty calls anymore. Maybe it's that you aren't going to do things that your parents want you to do just because they want you to do them, but like you have no desire, it doesn't light you the fuck up to do it. Maybe it's that you're going to stop listening to what everyone else's opinion and just do what the fuck you want to do because that's what actually matters. What are the standards that you are choosing from right now, moving forward, to live by that are made up by you, not by anyone else other than you? What are you unsubscribing from? I want to know. Write it down, journal about it, whatever you got to do. And then let me know. I want to know at least one. You could DM me on Instagram at Mikaela Wallet _ and let me know. What's a standard that you're just deciding, like, I'm going to hold myself to this standard today? DM me on Instagram. I want to know. Let me know how you like today's podcast episode. Short, sweet, to the point. And yeah, that's all I got for you today. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, we will chat soon. Bye. If you love this episode, make sure you follow Intuitive Flow so you don't miss the next conversation. And if you're loving the show, leave a 5-star rating and review. It helps more women find this podcast and finally break the cycles they've been feeling stuck in. You can find me on Instagram or TikTok at Mikaela Wallet _ And if you're ready to go deeper into rebuilding your self-trust, raising your standards, and cleaning up your energetic hygiene, check the show notes for ways to work with me below. And remember, the life you want is not out of reach. You just need to become the woman who can hold it. Until next time, keep flowing.